Narscar back with another quick beer review. This is a 12-ounce can of Terrapin Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout. Now this 12-ounce can clocks in at 9.4 alcohol percent by volume, so it's going to be a big beer. Can't wait to try it. I've never tried this beer before. I got it for a great price. Anyways, I went to the website and got a little information. The only hops that they list that they use, and it might be the only hops that they use in general for this beer, listed on the website are nugget hops. However, they have a bunch of malts, and we'll get into that right now. They got 2-row malt, they got Crystal 85 malt, they got flaked malts, they got flaked oats, chocolate, black, and roasted barley malts. And the availability of this beer is only in winter season. And on the website it also lists the coffees that they use to brew this coffee, because after all, this is a stout brewed with coffee. And 3 different coffees. The first one is Costa Rican Premium, and then the second is Guatemalan, and then the third is Zimbabwe. So however those are pronounced, pretty cool to me. And you can go to their website to find out more about this beer and what else they have on the line. I was really shocked when I went to this website and seen how many different brews this company has now. It's been a while since I had a beer from Terrapin, but they probably have just as many beers as a big name brand brewery. They probably have over 50 beers listed on their website, and they do a lot of experimental stuff too, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. So without further ado, we're going to use the A&W mug here to get this going. So orange tab on the can there, that's pretty cool. And I'm looking for a date here. I believe I see one when I bought it. Yeah, it's the 2016 version, and I don't see the exact date. So we know it's fresh if it's printed 2016 on the bottom of the can. You could probably cellar this beer for years upon years, being at 9.4% alcohol by volume. But however, I don't see a legit actual date other than the year. So, I don't know. There's a closer view of what the label looks like. So, all that, and we'll get into the glass. I like cans just as much as I do bottles, especially since you can make money off cans. Go ahead and give this a slower pour. I kind of started quick there. Straight down the center now. I started off at a 45. Straighten it up, try to get ahead on the beer. Okay, we'll stop right there. A very dark head on a very dark beer is what it's seeming like so far. I mean, this is a dark tan head color on that beer. A nice finger worth of head on the pour, and the color of the beer itself is so dark I can't see any light through it at all. Not even a slight ruby or slight brown, just all black as midnight. As far as carbonation, I don't have that great of lighting in here, but it seems pretty low. Seems pretty to be on the lower side for the carbonation. So we'll get to the scent. Big on oats. A nice coffee smell to it. Smells delicious. So far, what's jumping out at my nose is oats and coffee. No alcohol presence whatsoever on the nose. So, what the hell, we'll give it a drink right now. Oh yeah. That tastes fantastic. A nice, smoky, heavier side bodied beer. I do feel the burn a little bit from the alcohol from just one sip, but I like that from a 9.4% beer. They could have made this beer taste like it was a 11% beer, but they disguised that 9% pretty well, in my opinion. Much better than the other beer I just reviewed before this video. Caramel, chocolate, dark chocolate, just a little hint of vanilla, lots of coffee. This is all in the taste, of course. A nice, smooth, smoky afterbite. A nice bitter aftertaste as well. I mean, almost really bitter, to be honest, and that's how I like my beers. This is a good Christmas Eve beer. I have one more of these to go, and then I'm going to be pretty lit off of 3 beers tonight, so I score this a 5 out of 5 on the NARSCAR scale, because it is what it's meant to be. As far as I'm saying, it is what it is. The label and everything, it describes what the beer actually is. There's a lot of false names out there, or there's a lot of names out there on the shelf that give off false readings, and this is not one of those beers. I'm very impressed by this particular beer. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to enjoy the